We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Good afternoon and welcome to DT Sports coverage of the Mountain Premier League, a new soccer league covering the state of Colorado. I am Keith Mainland and I'll be covering the North Division games. My counterpart in the South is Ricardo Cominelli, who covered yesterday's game in the South Division, where the Switchbacks 2 beat Carson FC 6-0. The MPL is made up of 13 teams across the state in 3 different divisions. The North Division, Aurora FC, Folsom Fight Red, Indios Denver FC, who will be playing here today, and Peak 11 FC, who will be their opponents. The South Region, made up of Carson FC, Switchback 2, Timbers SC, and Young Guns FC. There is also a 3rd division called the State Division, comprising Aurora FC under 20s, Boulder Rolling Goats, Colorado Babonda FC, Folsom Fight Black, and Indios Denver U20. Each team will play its division opponents home and away, 6 games, plus a crossover game against each team from the other division, and a championship game for a total of 10 games. DT Sports will be covering 20 regular season games over the course of the season. Ricardo and I will be on air for 10 of those games, and we look forward to having your support for this new soccer league. This game is brought to you by Impact Sports Performance. Since 2016, Impact Sports Performance has been the fitness center for athletic performance. They have all the amenities you could possibly need to become a faster and stronger athlete. They provide one of the premier fitness centers in the region, right here in Superior, Colorado. Impact Sports is located in a state-of-the-art facility, Blue Sports Stable. Some of our amenities include indoor turf fieldhouse, team training room, CrossFit box, hard courts, boxing studio, personal cardio training gym, yoga studio, and physical therapy and massage. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day here at the Pinnacle Athletic Complex. If you can hear or see the traffic in the background, that's closest to us is southbound I-25, and on the other side, of course, northbound I-25. Yes. And we're underway. Pete kicking off, playing from right to left. Good quick ball movement early on. Some good touches. Little mix up there as Indios turns the ball over inside their own half. Ball's played across, and the defender had to step in quickly there. Season Mesa getting the ball clear, but bit of an early break. Linesman's flag for offside. Sorry, assistant referee. What can I say? I'm an old dog. It's hard to teach me new tricks. My day it was always a linesman. Pete playing a nice high line, very strict across. Ball out here on the left. My apologies in advance as I struggle with the numbers. Lovely dummy. Plenty of space here on the right. Nice quick break. Martin had plenty of space down this right, but chose to check back. Now it's Indios' turn to move the ball around very comfortably. Lovely little ball. Oh, just a little bit too much on it. Easily collected by Romero at the back. We'll see peak 11 try again to build. Picked off here. You can tell it's early in the season. Lots of miscommunication as the balls try to be pushed forward, particularly in the front lines. A little bit easier at the back where there's a lot more time being allotted for build up. That's a push down the right-hand side. Oh, well cleared, and that may make the highway. Keeper out quickly, but he was under a fair amount of pressure there. If you do have young teams and you're watching this live stream brought to you by DT Sports, please feel free to volunteer and we will happily find you. This is Marin, wearing number 12. Been quite active early on, finding plenty of space out there on the right wing. Crossfield ball here. Again, comfortably taken down. Polito in the middle here. Plenty of pressure as Peak 11 steps solid. Oh, that's a nasty little foul. Quick leg sweep there by Padillo as he was caught holding on to the ball. Lovely little step across by Gutierrez. Got his body in the way quite well. Free kick for Peak 11. Taken short or not. Trying to decide whether, okay, here we go. Good ball wide. Peak will try and build down the right, but again, not a final product is seriously lacking on both sides at this point. Indios will build down their left on the far side of the field here. Gonzalez winning a nice tackle there, coming across the field. Good break, just a little bit too far. Ramirez was chasing that one down on the far side, but unable to keep it in play. Flicked on. Unable to keep it in on the far side. It will go out for a Indios throw. Will build again. That's just a weak first touch. Indios will move the ball across to the left, bringing it back across to the right, pushing the ball around, looking to build slowly from the back, a long diagonal ball. Be left and go out for a goal kick. Romero will smack this one long. Let's see what sort of foot he's got. Clears, would have cleared the halfway line. Lovely little touch. That's a couple of good touches. That's putting a little pressure on your goalkeeper. But he dealt with it very, very well and brings it out wide here to the right. Part of the game, as we say, this mobility with the feet for the goalkeeper. Once upon a time, if you were the worst player on the outfield, that meant you were a goalkeeper. Today, that doesn't really apply. You have to be able to play with your feet in the modern game. Juan Torres pushes it into Klinsmann. Back out to Torres. Nice little first-time touch. Oh, laid himself out well there. Hard to tell, I'm afraid, which player was which. Little unfortunate as Ramirez catches Jesus Gonzalez on the heel. Peak played with 3 different Gonzalez players. 2 are related. Lovely little touch by Klinsmann, but he's beaten to it on the second. That's very calm and cool. Oh, and a little nutmeg. As the right back is now well out of position, having to be covered.
Sometimes it feels like it.
Must say it's a little scrappy. As I said, first game of the season, I'm sure everyone's just trying to figure out how everyone plays. Oh, and that's a heck of a try. Oh, that was not bad. That's for every bit of 60 yards. Had the goalkeeper scrambling back. Little bit of a tailwind here if you're playing from left to right. Not howling as it has been the last few days here in the Denver metro area. Klinsmann gives it up. First real shooting opportunity, finally met by Romero in the goal, but it'll be a corner kick to Indios. Nice shot by Sáenz there. Peak pushing out very quickly, compressing the field, making it much, much harder for the long ball that we've seen Indios play several times. Down here on the near side, it's going to be a red ball. Lovely little jink by Ortiz. One of the hazards of trying to cover games like this is sometimes you have players that are out there wearing shirts that you haven't been given a number for, such as the case with the right back here for Indios. I do not have a number 2 on my roster. He's actually played really well thus far, a couple of really good runs down the line. Sneaking in at the far post. Well defended. And it will be a second corner kick to Indios. Taken deep and over the head again. That's going to go out for a throw-in. This time it's offside against Peak. Centre forward started his run just a touch early, offside by a couple of yards. One thing that you can see Peak doing very well is they clog up that centre of the field, that sort of defensive third. Once Indios gets in there, the white shirts close on the ball very quickly. There's a nice little demonstration of it right there. Here is Klinsmann. Elijah Smith. Not quite sure where that was going. Trying to build down that right wing. That was a big mistake at the back. That's a good ball wide. Another mistake. Can Peak make them pay? Well blocked. That will be a red throw. Picked up by Klinsmann. Tries to dribble through 2 players and gets his pocket picked. But he did a nice job of chasing back on the ball. Indios will push out here. There's a big space on the far side. There it is. 1-on-1. And he's going to go down the outside. Well defended. And that's a good piece of defensive play. Isolated out there as the outside back. There's now space over here on Peak's left. So they will find Paredo here wearing number 5. Nice ball into space. Not such a good ball out of the back, but Peak will retain possession as they get a throw on the halfway line. Klinsmann will pick it up. Not quite what he intended. Ended up being a little toe poke through the gap, but referee has called it back. Klinsmann must have been clipped after that little toe poke through. And it will be a Peak 11 free kick. They will line 3 up at the far post. 1 wide right, who's now jogging in towards the penalty spot. Left-footed free kick, floated in high. Keeper will come and will punch. Oh, that's 2 good touches there, and that's going to send Indios away. Here's Science, and he will push it out wide for number 16, Ortiz. Ortiz will step inside his man, unable to make the final pass. That seems to be a theme for Indios. They do a great job of getting the ball into the attacking third, especially when they come wide, and then there is no final product. Their last pass has left a little bit to be desired. But here they come again. Good ball, his Science in space. His right back goes down the outside, checks back again, receives the ball. Oh, well taken first touch. And the ball looked like it was going to go nicely wide, but missed touch again. This is Science wide on the right once more. See if he can make it better. But no, well defended. The backs for Peak 11 have really shown quite a lot of one-on-one capability here. Comes down to Paredo. Well, that's not a bad ball if he can get there, which he does. Ball's in. Very little support. And no end product for Peak either. This time the defender chooses to play it simple and just give away the throw and allow his defensive teammates to make their way back. Klinsmann wins the ball comfortably. Wide throw, and they're going to look to try and break quickly. Successfully so. A good tackle. Very sure-footed. Red is going to go ahead and make a substitution. Alan Gonzalez leaving the field. Carlos Delgado, I'm assuming, is coming on. And immediately gets crop. And we're back underway. Ball will be shifted over here to the right. Hidalgo, Toledo, going wide. Oof, that'll be a foul. That was a little high. Referee is going to have a quiet word with peak 11 player here. Little over halfway through the first half. Only one real shot on goal, which was parried by Romero at the near post. Waving the players forward. Gonna have a dig, and not a very good one. Referee looking to the sidelines, and Peak will make a substitution. Gonzalez going off. Jonathan Gonzalez going off. As I said, there are 3 players named Gonzalez on the team, so. Romero with the long clearance. High ball well dealt with. Klinsmann comes in, wins it back. Good run being made on the far post. Instead it'll be ball control being maintained. That will be a red throw. Heaved down the line. They had a player up front all by himself. No offsides, of course, on a throw-in. And the keeper's coming safely out. Galita. Nice little flick by Paredo. A little bit of clash of bodies there. Not very much in it. Good throw down. Did it even come in play? Yes, it did. That's a week's wages for a crap throw. Little back heel flick by Sens. Keeper coming for that one too. And a nice piece of distribution. Good throw out to the right there. Oh, Peak are in here. And if that goes, oh, it's just gone wide. Great run. Lovely little diagonal run by the center forward. Clipped it over the keeper's head, but unfortunately drifted just a little past the far post. Looking for runs up front, looking for width and not seeing much of either. Oh, physical play by Delgado, who just came on. This is Hidalgo. Good run by the right back. Well covered. And it will be out for a peak throw. Long clearance, well brought down. That's nicely done. Maintained control and possession. They will work it round again. This is Hidalgo to his fellow centre back Martinez. That will be a free kick given away by Luna, I believe. And Indios will attack again down the right with Cyan's. Put in a good cross. Peak will break out of the back. And that's a good ball, I feel, just a hair short. Cyan's finding a lot of space out here on the right wing. Go out for a goal kick. Delgado with the shot. Subs coming in again. Gabriel Paredo making way. Looks like Jamie Gutierrez is going to move up front. And Jose Gonzalez will make his way out here to the left for Peak. Delgado has done a lot of good ball winning and good distribution since he's come on. Martinez and Jonathan Gonzalez getting in each other's way. Oh, careful there. Don't want to lose traction on the concrete. The goal kick will go wide right. Jose Gonzalez making a run, but the ball's easily cut out. Cyan's with a nice run. Another good shot. India starting to take control of the game, looking by far the most offensive-minded, the more offensive-minded, excuse me. Dalgo here. Delgado will pop it wide for the right back, whose name I don't have. Just a bit much. Go wide right for Peak. Well, up in the air. Klinsmann not going to win that. Good throw out to Science. That's a good ball inside. Klinsmann leaves it. That's over the head and away. That was a crunching tackle. Peak attacking. Oh, and the referee has given it. The referee has given a penalty kick, and it looked to me like Klinsmann just ran up the back of the defender. But I'm not wearing yellow. So it will be a penalty kick to Peak right about 3 or 4 minutes before half time. Looks like Taylor Smizer will step up to take it. Oh, they've switched that out. Smizer was standing over the ball and has given up the penalty kick. Looks like Jamie Gutierrez is going to take it. Gutierrez stutter steps and just calmly pushes it into the right-hand corner. Well finished. That's got to be disappointing for Indios right now. They were doing so much of the attacking, providing so much more offensive firepower than Peak were, and now they find themselves a goal down to take it. Ramirez stutter steps and just calmly pushes it. So, Red will have to build from the back once more. Nice little acceleration. Oh, that should be a foul. Goal scorer Gutierrez stepping in there quite sharply. This will be Hidalgo with it. That's a nice little ball. Salazar loses out. This is Klinsmann. Smith. Klinsmann again. When he waited a long time on that, and he's not going to get a foul. Sáenz is going to try and fight his way through the middle. He's blocked out. Torres will drift it wide to Jose Gonzalez. Sáenz with the merest of touches. Torres certainly made the most of that as he went to ground. I think the wind's blowing harder than the contact that there was in that challenge. Delgado will move the ball inside. This is Martinez to Hidalgo and out wide to my number 2. Oh, and this is play on. Salazar. Oh, and it's cleared off the line. I don't know whether that was misunderstanding up front or a lack of desire to get in there. That could very easily have made it 1-1. Salazar again. Oh, that should be a foul. That's on Sáenz. Bit too much of an angle here for a shot unless you've really got a potent left foot. Let's have a look and see what lines up here. Ramirez Sáenz is going to stand over it. 2-man wall. Now 3 as Klinsmann joins. 3.5-man wall if you include the player in red, who will now step out. And that's just well wide. Goal kick, you can see it holding up in the wind. That's a good touch though. Misunderstanding as Elijah Smith was playing the ball long, but the forward had turned to make a run. Sorry, Smith was playing the ball long, and the forward had turned in to come short. So this is Hidalgo. And he will pump one long. Handled well by the defense. No real size in the peak defense. It'll be interesting to see on further set plays where we go, and that will bring us to half-time here at Pinnacle Athletic Complex, where Peak 11 will go into half-time with a 1-0 lead over Indios FC.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret.
Microphone for him. Okay, so I don't have headphones either, so I need to know. I don't know when I'm on. Welcome to halftime of DT Sports coverage of Indios FC versus Peak 11. I am here with centre back Hidalgo.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Well, welcome to the first game of the season. How do you think it's going so far?
I think, we got 5 good opportunities to start the game. They got a PK call, which obviously is not what we wanted, but I think we're playing well and we'll have a much better second half.
How much of a factor has the wind been? I noticed that you were playing a lot of long ball out of the back. One of your defenders hit a 60-yard shot.
Yeah, he saw the keeper off his line, so took the opportunity to take a shot. Now we're facing the other direction, so we'll see how the wind affects us in the second half.
Thanks very much. Appreciate you talking to us.
Yes.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
Hey guys, this is Eric Schuler. I specialize in speed, strength, and movement. Throughout my career, I've helped hundreds of athletes who want to get stronger, want to move more efficiently, and ultimately be more durable so that they can stay healthy and perform at a high level. I'm also an A-licensed soccer coach with U.S. Soccer, and I've coached at every level from youth to U.S. Academy to NCAA to professional. I'm going to talk to you today about the high school elite program that we're running this winter at Impact Sports. This program is designed specifically for soccer players and team sport athletes who want to spend some time this winter getting faster, developing some strength, and moving more efficiently. So if you want to move faster, get stronger, ultimately become more durable for the spring season, follow the link at myimpactsports.com or find me on Instagram and shoot me a message.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make the choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
The teams are making their way back out onto the field. Second half of the game will be brought to you by SuperSub. With SuperSub custom apparel, you get unique custom look for your team with high quality game uniforms as well as training, travel and supporter apparel. See how you can take the look of your team or club to the highest level with SuperSub Custom. Make everyone a part of the team with SuperSub. It will benefit your club, your culture, and your team. Harmon Sports Group. We love soccer and we love connecting players who desire to play at the highest level with opportunities to play around the world. Our success comes from our passion for the game, our commitment to our clients, and our global connections that allow us to facilitate the pursuit of dreams. Connections are created through affinity and compatibility. Since 2014, the Harmon Sports Group has successfully put over 50 players into new playing opportunities both domestically and abroad, including professional contracts. Peak has, Indios. Indios has a new goalkeeper. Jason Curry will be stepping into the net. Will be Indios out here with Meza, who will put it back to Martinez and over to Hidalgo. Little run by Meza over the top, but he's well covered. That will be a white ball. Marin battling away there. And Peak will settle it back, moving the ball across. This is Castillo. Castillo again. Let the ball run across his body was Luna. Ooh, that's a little nick by Paredo. And there's number 39 Delgado that is down, taking a long look. Jason Curry wearing a piece of headgear. He went abroad to play professionally and received a very serious concussion early in the season and was never really able to recover. So he's made his way back to Denver, to his home, and will now be part of the Indios squad. refs are calling everybody in. Managers are being summoned. Fourth official, lines person. Who are they calling over? Captains? Gutierrez over there. Hidalgo over there. Indios seems to be remonstrating with the ref, questioning what's going on. And they're taking Paredo over there. He was the player that the foul was called against.
Still Zoom.
There's a lot of handbags coming out, and this is getting ridiculous. The game was ready to go back. The referee sort of held everything up, and now we're getting a lot of join going backwards and forwards. The assistant referee on the near side has come onto the field. Hopefully that's a lot of bluster over nothing. All right. Everyone draw a breath, and we're playing. Curry with a long ball with his left foot, but that's not going to be held in, I don't believe. No. Ramirez Saenz on that far side, not able to keep it in. Oh, and Klinsmann has, I think he's questioning that one. I think he did enough to clip the heels to put his defender off. Martinez it was who was fouled. Mesa will take that kick to Martinez. It will go wide to Hidalgo. Over to my favorite right back, whose name I still do not have. Tried really, really hard at halftime, but apparently no luck. Long ball played forward and flicked on. And back to Romero, who will in turn kick it long. It will go over the top. A little bit of a race here. Hidalgo will hold it up. Is he going to be able to? That's well defended. That's really well played. Just shepherding it out of bounds nicely. Who with the ball at his feet, well closed down. And Indios will play the ball from their centre backs. They will come towards this near side. On the ball now. Hidalgo has moved to right backward. Wondering if we're seeing a little change in formation. As Hidalgo has made his way forward, that's him in the blue shoes, who's now retreating back to his regular spot at the middle of the defense. Smith had made a nice run forward. Paredo, a little more cautious in his challenges now. He's got to be things are starting to get a little testy. We saw that little rough and tumble patch very early in the half, and there's a lot of niggly stuff going on. As the ball comes across here to Pulido. Martinez. That was not a good ball. And that's gone out of bounds. Jesus Gonzalez trying to make that ball down the line. Delgado back inside. Pulido again. He seems to be dropping a lot deeper to pick the ball up. Hidalgo. Once again, a long pumped ball. This is Ramirez Science getting to that ball first. Ball to the far post, hit, sliced away with the outside of the right foot. Really should have done better, at least hit the target. Peak will bring the ball out from the back. This is Taylor Smizer. Trying to push the ball long down the line without much luck. Throw in on the far side. Smicer will get to that. It's a good ball. Klinsmann, can he get there? No. That's all ball. And he's quickly up on his feet. This is Hidalgo again. Pumping the ball long, but not much there. Once again, it's got really scrappy in the center. Galida wins the ball in the center of midfield and goes to ground. This is Torres. Nice little run. But there's not much space. He's gone again. Finally, the ref does give it to red. Curry will pump the ball long. Not much there. Makes his way back to Romero. That's Luna in the center of midfield. He will, oh, he's gonna, oh, and Luna just got himself a yellow card for kicking the ball away. I think he felt he'd done okay, but his hand did come up and catch the defender. The Indios player, I won't say he was a defender because he didn't have the ball, come up and catch him in the face. Leader stepping in there to make sure he understood what the free kick was given for and why Luna was given the yellow card. Delgado over the ball. Floats one up into the air, but well offside. Defender, the goalkeeper came, punched the ball quite comfortably. Romero will now in turn punch it long. Martinez will go back to his goalkeeper, Curry. This is Polino. Back out to Martinez. Easily picked off. This is Klinsmann. That's Smith. Well cut out. That's a nicely weighted ball. Marin pushes it wide. Oh, and that's a free kick right at the top of the box. Nice little diagonal run and a yellow card as well for that one. I think that's Smith with the yellow card. Wearing number 8. Just clipped his man as he was making the run into the top of the box. So it'll be about 20 yards out again. For those of you that are watching, it's almost on the hash mark. Really favoring a left-footed shot. Ramirez's science is being waved away this time after his poor attempt in the first half. Oh, and that's a tremendous save. What a fantastic piece of goalkeeping. Down sharply to his right, stuck a paw out, blocked it and fell right back on top of it again. Wonderful piece of goalkeeping by Romero. Not much thought going into that pass out of the back. Indios, this will be Delgado. Out here to Martinez. We'll go back to his goalkeeper. Curry again out to Martinez. Oh, he wants that one back. Simple down the line ball. Couldn't keep it in bounds. And there will be a white substitution. Jose Gonzalez is making way on the far side. And until the player turns around, I have no idea who's just come on. Ramirez Science on the ball. He will beat this man inside. And again, the keeper's quickly down. There is some argy-bargy going on off the ball. I noticed Paredo being taken down by Martinez. We'll see whether or not anything comes of that as Indios breaks again. A nice little flick that didn't come off. Smith with the ball here on his left foot, and he's just going to hump it long. It's going to turn around and come back again. Hidalgo. Oh. Peak still with this 1-goal advantage. Castillo with the throw. This is Klinsmann. He's done a nice job and he's been pulled down. Paredo will take this one. 3 men to aim at the far post. 1 coming wide right. He will float it in. And it will be a goal kick. Oh, lovely little touch. Does he have the pace? Not quite. Well covered. But Ramirez Science is... Oh, and that's just another tremendous block. Indios asking all the questions as of right now. Peak 11 being able to answer them. But we're seeing some last-ditch defending from the white team. Martinez will push it forward again. Delgado looking for Ramirez Science on the right. It'll be cut out there. Torres has won the ball and then just dribbled it into nothing. And that's an interesting ball. It'll be interesting. Curry will wait for it to flop inside the area. Pulido, Delgado, Martinez, dropping it back to Curry. Out there to Hidalgo. Delgado again. Smith has nicked it off him. Meza will come short. Martinez will take it again. He will drive it far side and it'll be cut out by Torres. Smith will get clipped from behind. This will be Klinsmann. And he will try and accelerate round the back, and he has done. Curry was there at the near post. This time it'll be White with a corner kick. First time we've really seen anything offensive from Peak in the second half. Castillo sneaking up into the corner, but he's been picked up. So the corner will come in and will come in a second time. Oh, and that's a wonderful header, completely unmarked at the far post. Torres swept it in with his left foot, ghosting in at the far post. With the simplest of headers from maybe 6-7 yards out. The second time, oh, and that's a wonderful header, completely unmarked at the far post. Far, far too easy. Torres swept it. I believe that was Taylor Smizer with the goal. So that's, in my opinion, 2 goals really against the run of play. Indios has definitely been the better team in the second half. That's Klinsmann clipping it forward, well cut out. This is Meza, oh, and a little bump, and he's going to get the call. And Klinsmann's going to get a yellow card. I think the referee has decided that he needs to make sure that the discipline stays a little tighter. I think Klinsmann's hand came up and caught Meza in the face. Not quite sure how intentional it was. Meza got his hand on his forehead here. He and Delgado standing over the free kick, and Delgado will go ahead and leave it. And Meza will give it, and he'll go down the line. And that's a little chop at the back of the heels that's being given against Castillo. Pretty sure that's Marin in the corner in the orange shoes, who is now limping away. And we'll see what Indios can do with this free kick. Floated in, bouncing around inside the area, blocked again, and a great save, and unbelievably Marin has, fortunately for him, I'm rephrasing, because he blazed over from inside the 6-yard area, but fortunately for him, the assistant referee has given him offside, because, oh my goodness. Lovely run. Another good shot. This time from Meza with his right foot, cutting in across the top of the 18, trying to curl it in just wide. Had Romero scrambling across the area. Romero's made a couple of remarkable saves this half. Really kept his team in the game. And he will now punch it long. Klinsmann will lay it square. This is Smith, who will push it out here to Jesus Gonzalez. That's a good ball too, and well out Jason Curry. Smizer was hoping to step in there for a second. Not so much. Martinez will take this wide on the left. Hidalgo will take it deep again, and will lay it square. Delgado will bring it back in, and it'll go back to Curry. Here is Klinsmann. Tried to drag it back, but got caught. I'm not sure. That looks like Meza has been issued a yellow card. As I said, we're seeing some off-the-ball stuff, and I think the referee got a glance at what Meza had done. I didn't see it myself, but yes, confirmation, Meza was issued a yellow card. This is Delgado, and he's been knocked off the ball. Marin disgusted with his close control. Smith should be disgusted with his. This is better from Red again. But again, good composure from White at the back. Klinsmann will win that, and Smith will come forward. Gutierrez pushes it back inside. This is Meza coming forward again. Starting to see the lack of match fitness. This is... Oh, no, play on. That was shoulder to shoulder, and the ref was right there. Good tackle by Martinez on Klinsmann. And this is Smith. Not much, well, a little bit of width there if they can find the ball movement to get the ball out to that left-hand side. That's Smizer well out there, and here he is. Tried to play it first time. Unable to do so, but that's picked off. Castillo, little bit of composure. Galita again. And that's just too much. Lots of step overs. To very little effect. Ball will come out to Martinez. Curry will now drive it far right. Will they be able to keep it in? No. By Polito in midfield. Delgado will take the throw on the far side. Looking for number 12, Marin. Torres will come away with it and will win a throw. That's very casual by Romero, and then tries to play a ball with his left foot, and he might get punished for it. Fortunately for him, the ball went sailing over the bar. But that's really the first time he's made a big mistake. Good feet early on, as I said, first half. Goalkeeper has to be good with his feet. Did a nice job getting the ball into space, and then played a terrible pass with his left foot. You can see from that he's a right-footed player. Nice turn, Klinsmann. Good ball. He will make a run down the right. Martinez will go in. A lot of late stuff. Martinez is going to be lucky if he doesn't get a yellow card by the end of this game. This is Meza, square ball, Marin. And again, the goalkeeper is down well to his right and will hold the ball up. Not sure how much additional time we will have. If that is a yellow card for, it is a yellow card for Klinsmann, and that's his second, and he will be gone. And White will be playing with 10. Torres, who is the captain, has come across for Peak to talk to the referee, but Klinsmann was very little objection to what he did. He's shrugging his shoulders as he walks around the outside of the field right now, but I think he knew he caught Martinez, just as I was saying Martinez might be the one that will get a card himself. So with about 10 minutes to go in the game, Peak will be down to 10, ahead 2-0. We did have that stoppage at the beginning of the second half, so there may be a few minutes beyond the 90. That will be at the referee's discretion. Now we're going to see multiple subs for Red. My assumption will be they will be bringing on a couple of forwards, letting some of their players push up the field, rearrange the back line. As soon as I get a clear indication of numbers, I will bring them to you. So Javaloyes is on. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Wearing number 6. Martinez will continue. It looks like Indios is going to go with 3 at the back. Pulido is dropping back. We will probably see Hidalgo moving forward like he did for some of the parts of the early parts of the second half. And we're back underway. So that will be Polito pushing the ball wide to the right. Ramirez Science will be wide right up front. It looks like we're going to see a 4 or maybe even 5 across the back. Torres will pump that one out for a throw. We are now looking at a game that is likely to be played in the half to my left. I have seen the number of the Peak defender that came on wearing the dark sleeves, and the roster doesn't have his name with it. He is wearing 14. He is far out there on the left wing. Mesa playing a nice 1-2. Castillo will now take over the defensive duties, and it will be a Red corner kick. Away to my left. Corner kick comes in. Left by everybody. That's Hidalgo. Square ball. That will be Galida chasing the ball out of bounds. Ball will come across to Pulido, who will float one in. That will be cleared out twice. Smith will leave it, and it will be a red throw again. Pulido will drop it back, and it will go across the field to the right. Ramirez Science is out there. He's shown some one-on-one ability and will do so again. We'll come out here to number 24. Mesa making the overlapping run. Picked up by Jesus Gonzalez. It will be back. Polita will start again. He will push the ball across. Red really trying to switch the ball from one side to the other to try and wear out peak 11 and try and get them into a position where they can't make the runs anymore. That is a centre-back shot if ever I saw one. That was Martinez clearing it well over the top. Romero will be in no hurry to take this goal kick. With a little bit of a tailwind behind him, it would not surprise me to see him just hoof it down the field. It will go over the head of the forwards and it will drift out of bounds down on that far side. Avoiles. Bring it out here to Martinez, who will drive down this left wing. Mesa. Ball got stuck under his feet a little bit. Here's Marin. This will be a white ball. And again, we'll see some stalling tactics as the ball is left by Jesus Gonzalez. Smith trying to make some openings down the right, unable to. Lovely slip through ball by Polito. And once more the keeper is out super fast to get back, taking out his own defender. We will hold the ball for a second here while I think that's Paredo who went down. So it'll be a drop ball. And Romero will take his time and once more pump it long. Not even a white shirt, the same zip code. The two forwards are standing off to the left-hand side with their hands in the air going, we were over here. So Castillo will have to defend. Marin has got the better of him. And will play it wide. Ramirez Saenz will cross it way beyond the far post, and that will go out for a throw-in. He's got to be bitterly disappointed with that quality of cross. Oh, and that's a great ball if he can get there. Doesn't look like he's going to. Smith made a great run, but it was not a particularly good ball. And he's done well to get back goal side of the ball. Martinez will now carry it forward for Meza. Cutting inside. Marin. Meza again, between two defenders. Out wide, Ortiz to Ramirez Science. That's a better looking cross. That will deflect out for a corner kick off Luna. And at this point, there's no real point in anyone staying back for red. That's one to the far post. That will go out off Hidalgo. And that will be a goal kick. And we're coming to the end of regulation time. It will now be a question of how much time the referee has decided to add on at the end of the game. That might be a foul as Mesa climbs all over the back of Gutierrez. The leader will take this. Pop it, try and pop it through the gap. Smith will win it back. No width on the far side. He will turn and hold the ball up. That will be a, oh, he's given it a white throw. And again, Jesus Gonzalez will leave it for Castillo. So the free kick has been given against White. There's a lot of appealing going on. Torres has run all the way across to the assistant referee down here, trying to appeal and ask him if what he saw. Referee quite rightly telling the white players to just step away. It will be a free kick red when play resumes. But at this time, the referee's called for medical attention. It's Gutierrez who is down. The referee pulled out a yellow card, but I couldn't tell which of the three players that were standing around was the guilty party. Hidalgo is down there. Martinez is down there. So the question now will be, if Gutierrez has to go off, does Peak have an extra player to bring on? I know they've made at least one substitution in this half and had a player sent off. I'm looking over at their bench. Gutierrez is being dragged to his feet and will go off the field. He will take a seat, and yes, Peak does have an extra player. They will still be playing a man down. As Jonathan Gonzalez comes on. So Smith is pushing across up front. He will win that ball. That will be a white throw. Torres will take his time. Nice throw. That will not be a throw. Torres gets in hard there. That's, I think, what we're going to see a lot of over the next few minutes that have been added on. It'll be all hands to the pump if you're wearing white. I'm not sure what Martinez is really doing back. He might as well push up. There he goes, finally. Ramirez Science will give the ball back to Meza, who will fire the ball across, and it will be blocked by Galita and out for a throw-in. You now have a red player sitting down in the box, being told to get up. And that will be a foul on the far side by Ortiz. And again, White will be in no rush to take it as Torres Ortiz going back for a quick word with the player who went down. Romero will get it. Torres will get it again. But he lost out, and that's a bad mistake. Meza has it. That will be a corner kick, as Ramirez Science tried to fire one in with his left foot. Marin will be out here to take this in-swinging kick. Quickly taken. Floated in deep. Ball went straight up off the header. It will come back out to Marin. He will hit one with his right foot, well wide. And it will be a goal kick. Assistant referee very kindly giving the ball back to Romero. Again, he will not rush. This time he will fire the ball in the correct direction where all his players are. Oh, and that's got to be a yellow. That will be a free kick at the top of the box. That was an intentional foul, just a nice big drag back. That was the substitute wearing number 14. So, on the numbers, maybe half a yard outside the top of the box. Indios has 2 players standing over it. Looks like Mesa with his left foot will take charge. But no. Oh, and that's into the side netting. That will be a corner kick. Looks like Romero might have got a flick on it, or it hit the... clipped off the wall. And again, a referee having to have words with players who are mixing it up off the ball. Okay, so the referee has issued a straight red to the substitute, number 14. He is leaving the field, being pursued by several red players who are not happy with the situation, but it'll obviously be a penalty kick. So Peak 4 find themselves down 2 players. Chaos and confusion continues to abound. Booth mates are now on overtime. So it will be Marin to take the penalty kick against Romero, who has done a remarkable job in the goal thus far. It will be a shame to see him give up his shutout with on a penalty kick. Marin steps up and puts it down the middle and scores comfortably. And I'm trying to tell, that looks like that was the last kick of the game. The assistant referees are making their way to the center. Yeah, that is it. Kind of anticlimactic. Final score will be 2-1, Peak 11 over Indios. Although Peak 11 will finish with 9 players. I'm with man of the match, Cesar Romero. Just an outstanding job in the goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was a really standout performance, if I do say so myself. Obviously, it sucks not to end on a clean sheet, but, I mean, I'm still pretty happy with the performance of the boys, so, yeah.
As man of the match, how come you're in mid-season form when so many of the other guys looked so rusty out there?
I wouldn't say they look too rusty. Dreams, you know, so just working hard day in, day out. So.
Well, I will say you're a spectacular couple of growth days. Anything you need to see the team work on other than discipline?
I mean, just holding the ball, but I mean, I think that just comes with push the ball, you know, because things can get really heated one second, and then the next that people are throwing all sorts of words and punches. So yeah.
Very interesting. So how many on this Peak 11 squad?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I'd say like probably 4 or 5 that were on the field today. Yeah, we had a pretty good group of guys that joined the club today. So.
How many days a week do you train?
The club for 3 times. I myself do pretty much every day. So.
That's fantastic. Well, I'll let you get back into the local. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Cesar.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just did a fantastic interview.
I know.
And I was too far away. The microphone was out. We're going to do a quick mic check and make sure you can hear us okay. Check, check.
Yes, I hear you okay.
Okay, we'll try and do better this time. Doesn't matter. Let us know when you're ready to go. All right, I'm here with Commissioner of the Mountain Premier League, Don Harmon. To say the least, a little chaotic for a first game here at the athletic complex.
Yeah, you like to see the players leaving it all out there on the field, obviously. Peak's played Indios quite a few times, so everybody's familiar with each other by now.
Yeah, when everyone knows each other, it does tend to get a little chippy. Good result, was it? Was it fun to watch your league come to fruition?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've been working on building out with different teams and members, and we're starting to get there now, I think, too. And it was back and forth. It's competitive, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, the standard of play I'm hoping will improve. Everybody a little rusty, but we think that it'll be better over the next few weeks.
Yeah, I think so too. looking forward to seeing Aurora FC joining the league this season. Pete, get to play them next week. I think that one will be live. You'll get to see Timbers and Switchbacks down in the Springs as well. So, and I think Folsom Fight is going to be added to the stream list for next weekend as well. So it'll be Folsom Fight and Indios. We'll see how that one goes, and 3 good games for you guys next week.
Thanks very much, Don. Short and sweet.
Yeah, that's perfect.